sad now, life ain't so bad now, round every corner. While you're debating, some things are waiting round every corner. When Columbus sailed away to other shores, how could he imagine all that way?
On my way to my brother, Lord Thomas Camoys, very best friend with whom he was at Eton, His Royal Highness Prince Richard, the Duke of Gloucester, and it was his brother William who I used to go out with as a young woman, and he was a great courteous and glorious young man, sadly killed. He was playing it. And here we go, up pretty Peel Street, named after my great-great-grandfather, the Prime Minister, Sir Robert Peel. A bit more further. Further up, we're looking for just past here, and turning right. And I'll pause one moment to reassemble myself. This divinely pretty Georgian street. I believe all the houses are worth not less than £2 million starting price. Quite different from Bentgate Road, which is a mere, after tax, of about £300,000. So we'll just go quietly down the street and I'll cross back again towards Kensington Palace. Now, I used to go to Lovedale. So now, guys and dolls, boys and girls, all my friends out there, all the ones who say I'm either insane, or what else am I, insane or a blackmailer, I'm looking amongst the international lawyers, not for a contingency fee, I'm prepared to pay, on this extraordinary case, whereby I shall be the Baroness Camoys. I never gave up my claim. Take a look at this divine street. We lived with my parents-in-law from Romania, Austria, Poland, in number 38 Brunswick Gardens. This was always a very elegant part of Kensington. Look at the old lamppost. It's been beautifully preserved. And I did not realise that my cousin Jill Scott lived so nearby at 48 Peel Street because she pretended I didn't exist. But now she calls me a blackmailer instead. What a pity. Last week I was mad. This week I'm only a blackmailer. Next fine 38. Over here somewhere. My eyesight, I can't see as I put my nose to the door which number is 38. Let me see which one can that be. 38. 38. I remember it, I think, as having a dark green front door. Somebody seems to have taken glass from a public house. Very pretty, isn't it? I shared a duplex with my parents-in-law. Oh, so May the 4th, 1963. So here we go. This is back to back with Kensington Palace and Kensington Palace Gardens. So I'll rejoin you in a few minutes. So I've got a wonderful... See, in 1976, I had nowhere to live because I'd sold a little Chiswick cottage and bought on a mortgage 90 Burnthwaite Road. So in 1976 it was £24,500, and our distant relative, Mrs. Winthrop, from Groton House, Massachusetts, lent me a lovely house here. Meanwhile, the brother, remaining brother, had purchased the whole of Stonor, various villages, a great deal of land, for £23,500. That's the equivalent of certainly originally some 6,500 acres. And if my mathematics are correct, that's about 2,500 hectares, I think. It's very curious. Come and look at this divine house. I was lucky enough to be loaned. That was the year of a most amazing summer. And an awful summer drought, unfortunately. These charming cottages which we're approaching, originally on the land of my cousin Robin or Fillmore. Very sadly, stabbed himself. Lovely, lovely person, very sensitive to my corrupt at Stone Park. You can all see how varied my life and times still remain. And here we come, darling little row of exquisite Georgian cottages and lovely gardens. It's right behind the Carmelite Church, which I used to attend. That's probably why I always like to wear clothes which resemble gardens in some way or another. The nice optimistic red or pink notes. And not pink as in gay, just pink. Here we have a little piece of paradise. I'll show you the house that Mrs. Winthrop lent me. House, which I was lucky enough to be loaned. I'll look up to the door. You could see what a delight it was. But I was puzzled that Stonor and all its lands were sold for less than I spent with a mortgage on Downmarket Burnthwaite Road, where people used to drop me notes saying, how can you do this? What a shabby area. Anyway, I love it very much. There you go. I'm off to the palace. My late cousin, Robin Lord Fillmore, owned the whole of the Fillmore estates. And he wanted to give part of his estate to Rastafarians from Jamaica. That was terribly frowned upon, so he's put into a lunatic asylum. Meanwhile, his sister Frances, whom I adore, lived here. I don't know, 21 or 23. And I remember standing up on the balcony here with her children and my children. This would have been, I suppose, in the late 60s, early 70s. And this is again part of the beautiful Fillmore estate, which abuts onto Kensington Palace up there. Here's my petition to my brother Thomas Lord Camoys, very best friend, whom I've known since he was 10, His Royal Highness Prince Richard, the Duke of Gloucester. And behind us, behind me, is the palace where Princess Diana lived, and where I used to come to lovely evening parties with my first boyfriend, who sadly was killed in a plane accident, we hope not murdered, Prince William of Gloucester. Prince William of Gloucester and Julia. I was the older woman by 2 years. This would have been in about 1957. Here he is, darling William, Prince William of Gloucester, on his, I think, 21st birthday, thanking me for my gift to him. Truly beloved. I cried for weeks after he was killed. And his parents were always enchanted. Either at Barnwell Manor, or here at Kensington Palace, or indeed at St James's Palace, which I'll include in my next installment for you. The envelope for His Royal Highness I'd like to deliver. It's an SOS actually, and it's an SOS to all you international lawyers, that I think you'll find quite fascinating. So I'll staple it all together, and we'll wander around the corner to give it to the footman. There. With a small interlude while I collect myself, and perhaps my cameraman can take a close-up of the palace and the gates where all the flowers of Princess Diana was after her tragedy. Now I go to drop my petition. I hope I can give it to Prince Richard's butler, the policeman. And here's the girl that his brother, Prince William of Gloucester, used to take out. My heydays with my Spanish family in Jerez de la Frontera. Semana Santa, Holy Week.